Hello, Maureen Tara Nelson of MTN Matchmaking. And this is our very beautiful and talented Stacy, who is tuning in via, I would like to say FaceTime, but Stacy doesn't like when I FaceTime her. I don't know why. She's beautiful. She just doesn't like it. I'm the one. Oh, Tina, our girl. Oh my God, love Tina. One of our success stories. And Ed, how you doing, Ed? Love when people.
I said hello. I know Tina.
Yes, Tina. This is Stacy. Did you know that Stacy's back? We are so happy. Right before the coronavirus, we said we are going to open up Boca. So we did a whole grand opening. It was absolutely magnificent. Everything was planned, everything, and again, we just halted it. So obviously it just takes like this to start it up again, but it's just the point that I was there in February opening up the grand opening of Boca, and then this happened. And we're kind of held hostage here. So once things get better, we will be back to Boca, technically, of course. Okay, everybody, I apologize. I took a shower and I didn't do anything with my hair. And I ran out of my, what do you call that liquid? It's called Magic Liquid, and it's great. Takes all the frizz out in your hair, and I just did not have a chance. I ran out of it, but I didn't have a chance to do anything else. So I apologize for my appearance. It is Friday, Facebook Live. That means anything goes, okay? Friday, Facebook Live. Anything goes. Tina, how are you? Love you, love you, love you. Jerry and I often talk about you, with Stacy, of course, too. We talk about you all the time, hoping that you're doing well. Okay, so let's see all the peeps that are on. I don't have my glasses on, and Stacy sees everything on a delay, so it makes it a little bit harder. Oh, Kaylee girl! How's my Kaylee? Yay! How are you doing, Kaylee? Do you want to come live on Long Island? And because, Stacy, you know our temp social media manager, you know there's going to come a time he's going to say he needs help or he needs an assistant or something like that.
And we all know that won't be me.
Or myself. I remember the best advice I got from my mentor when I first got into matchmaking, and when I decided that I really have to do it myself and do it the right way, blah, blah, blah. Went back to my mentor, and he said, just remember, even the president, and forget about politics, I don't want to hear about politics, but even the president doesn't know how to do everything. That's why he hires people to do that. So in no company does the owner of the company know every single thing. That's why they hire an accountant, an attorney, blah, blah, blah. A social media expert. That's why we want Kaylee back. So I'm just saying. Tina, we have a lot of dating questions and really good ones. But how's your back, first of all? Oh, man, if I would have known, I really would have spent the time to primp up today. And I want to look out for Charles. I wrote something today about we need to start wearing masks out. And so I put it out there. What should I do? Because I can't just go and buy them. Now, my ex-husband, you know what he did? His girlfriend's father was just in the hospital in ICU during all this. He stole a box of masks. Who in the world? I mean, he could have asked for them, I shouldn't have said, just forget who I said did this, okay? Just, seriously, you know what? I even forgot who I said. It's not that person. I don't remember who it was, the story. So let's just say some person stole a box of masks from an ICU hospital. Is that not the lowest thing on the earth that someone can do right now during this pandemic? Stacy?
Absolutely ridiculous. What are they trying to sell it? Like, what would they need an entire box for?
No, because I guess the girlfriend's father was in ICU, and I guess he was coming home, so like maybe they figured they would need to go out and buy them or find them themselves. Or instead of asking, here's my point. Say to the nurse, oh, okay, will we need to wear masks? And how would we go about getting those? Like that. Not stealing from an ICU during the pandemic. And this was before. This was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. So remember, they were scrambling. They didn't have enough. That's what makes that horrible. But all right. Again, I don't know who it was. I did make a mistake before saying who it was. I really don't remember who it was. Don't remember. And you can't get it out of me. Okay, look at all these good-looking peeps. Yay. Yay, yay. You know what? Let me even put my glass. Let me make this whole appearance even worse, okay? Let me put on my reading glasses.
Oh, stop. There's nothing.
Oh my God, I look like an old lady.
Oh,
I truly look like a hag. A hag. Because I wear my hair either straight or curled. I never have it that I just, take a shower and let it dry naturally. Oh my God, it looks horrible. Okay, anyway, yes, it's been too long, Tina. Oh, you're so sweet. Just love you to death. Oh, Joe, you look cool. Don, Michael, looks nice. William, great. Okay, so let's have some fun first. Now, again, if anybody here, I might need to put these sunglasses on. These are just like, my hair is really bad. Okay, so why don't we get some dating questions? Okay, so then I won't be so self-conscious about my uggo hair today. And I made up that word, uggo. I want that on record because when I first got into the matchmaking industry 19 years ago, I came up with about 3 different sayings, because of what we did. Matchmaking was totally new to Long Island. It was like the craziest career you could ever have. People would literally come in. This was back then, 19 years ago. I didn't own that company. And people would sit there for 4 hours and throw up on you. Now, did they really throw up on us? No. But they wanted free therapy for 4 hours. And being that I was the former pharmaceutical rep and had to know everything about the brain and personalities, blah, 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 I got all the people that they felt, give them to Maureen. Okay, so that is a term, throwing up on. I made that up, okay? And there are a few more. I'm not going to say any others because I know there's going to be people that say, you didn't say that. And according to my brother Brian, who he banters with me every day if he comes on Facebook Live, right, Stace?
Yes.
We were just talking in the car. We were just talking in the car because I had to get medicine. Because again, you could see very swollen still. Today's the 4th day. So I was in contact with the doctor. So I had to go to the pharmacy. And I'm walking around the pharmacy, and before my brother Brian tunes in, I can tell you, he started critiquing things I do on Facebook Live. 2 things. Critiquing. Now, Ryan, who was with me, my son, who does a fantastic job as our social media manager and blogger, he said, I said, why would Uncle, why would he critique your Facebook Live? It's for fun. You're trying to put a smile on people's face. Hey, Noreen, we are here to give love and to spread love. So is anyone lonely right now? For real. If you're lonely, we got your back. You know what that means? That means Monday through Friday, you're going to hear from Maureen and Stacy and anyone else that wants to join us, online, or I guess I would need an additional phone for that, but we could work things out since we can't have anyone with us during the social distancing. But I even forget my point. Okay, so let's start off with a question before I really go off on one of my tangents.
Okay, question number 1. Hang on one second. Looks like it skipped to the last list. Okay, I met a gentleman and he is widowed. I am afraid that I will not live up to the expectations of his wife that passed. Is this a normal thing to worry about, or is this my own insecurities?
Okay, this is interesting because I believe someone earlier on in the week had the opposite problem. And I'm going to give the same advice because it's the same advice that I gave that guy that I'm going to give this girl. So I'm just going to repeat it. So earlier on in the week, the guy said to me, got this great girl. She's a widower. She's great. Everything's great. Hey, Leah, how are you? So she's great. She's great. Then he goes into, yeah, sex is a little bit different, when you're with someone else, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, okay. Don't need to know everything. What is your dating question? Okay, so I got him off the sex stuff. And I'm thinking, Stacy, maybe we should both become certified sex experts. What do you think about that?
Oh, good Lord.
All right. So anyway, what I said to him is, if you can have sex with this girl, you should be able to have a conversation with her that if you're thinking it, say it. This is what I've said in the business world from the moment I entered the business world and before matchmaking was pharmaceuticals. Okay. Hey, Daniel. So it's the best advice I heard from someone. I've done it my whole life. It has never steered me wrong unless it happens with a person that's totally unreasonable. But then you already know, okay, that person's got to be totally unrealistic. Anyway, so I said, I think you're great. I really want this to continue. Hey, Asa. However, I cannot and will not compete with a ghost. And he said, if you remember this, Stacy, from earlier on in the week, he goes, oh my God, that sounds so simple. That's all I have to say? I'm like, that is all it would take. And she'll never bring him up again, believe me. So I'm just going to say the same answer to the opposite situation. Okay, just say to the guy, look, you're very fortunate you had such a loving relationship. God bless you for that. I'm happy you're open to meeting new people. I'm happy we're dating. But again, I cannot and will not compete with a ghost. Again, if you can't talk to a person in a relationship like that, you shouldn't be having sex. Or let me say it the opposite way. If you're having sex with someone, you should be able to talk like that. Do you agree, Stacy, or what?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Okay, so I've gotten before the next question, I've gotten my Republican friends, even though everyone knows I'm Republican. Everyone knows that. Oh, again, I have a gay son though, so that's. I guess you would just say I'm independent. I guess. Anyway, so I got my Republican friends, who I guess forgot that I'm really Republican, up in arms again. Every time I mention that Chris Cuomo won our contest that we do every year, who the hottest guy is on Long Island, and it doesn't have to be if they're married or single. We are just recognizing who is the hottest guy on Long Island. And now, next week, we want all of you to vote in who do you think the hottest girl is. It could be anyone 30 and up, okay? So anyone 30 and up, guys and girls, vote in and tell us who you think the hottest famous person, oh, I should have said that, okay. The hottest famous person on Long Island is. And they'll be our winner. Okay, so what I'm doing is just bringing that up. And all my diehard Republican friends are going crazy. And then they're sending me how abusive he was to the man riding his bike, blah, blah, blah. Oh my goodness. And you know what? He's hot. That's all we're saying. He won Stacey, he won a contest. Could you please tell everyone because they don't believe me? That's it.
Yes, it was a contest.
And he won. That's it. That's it. Okay.
Like the hottest topic ever. Okay, next great question. Speaking of that,
how you doing, Noreen, by the way? Okay, go ahead.
Hi, what do you plan on doing, Maureen, when the first thing, when quarantine is over?
Ooh, is that a guy or a girl that asked that? I'm just curious.
That was a girl.
I kind of thought so. That is really, really nice that someone would care enough to think that. Because remember, we are here, MTN Matchmaking. We are here to bring you love. We are here to make everyone here either happy, feel great about themselves, answer any questions that you have, and realize even if you live alone right now and you might feel isolated, no, you're not isolated. Every day, 2:30 for at least an hour, we're crazy busy. Thank God. Thank God in heaven. Because again, we revamped our entire program and we made it interviews over the phone. So people can interview from the comfort of their own home. They don't have to come into an office because they can't come into an office. Our office is closed. People can't date yet. So we came up with different ways of virtual dating. Not just, look, anybody can say, hey, let's virtually date. That's not good enough for us. We came up with a really fun thing that we're doing with our clients. Let me check. I wanted to check on Noreen personally because she's a sweetie. We like sweeties. Oh, Peter is super hot. Wow. Peter, where do you live? And are you single? Noreen. LOL, but thanks for asking. Thank you with the tooth issue. Yeah, again, you could see it's still swollen, still bothering me. I don't know if I mentioned the other day that they think it might be that last molar too. But the state, remember, they will not do a full root canal. They'll just do enough to get the person out of pain. So when I mentioned to him today's day 4, and I was still up all night, toothaches are the worst type of pain, I think. And he was so nice. So he said, I'll see you this weekend if this doesn't get better. I can't even touch it. Anytime I drink, I have to drink, you can see on the left side. Okay. So, our next dating question, right?
Our next dating question is...
Ooh, Frank looks handsome too. Oh, so
Okay,
sweet.
this is Jen writing in, and she wants to know, what are the signs that you would consider it's time to call it quits in a relationship?
Oh, good. Now, can I tell everyone something that we love when people ask questions? Because again, we're here to help, and you would be surprised how many times, like if you listen to our silly old Facebook Live and you hear how we answer these dating questions, sooner or later, you will come across something that you've been through yourself. So that's what people tell us very kindly, what they like about it, that, you know, eventually we've all gone through something like that or another. But okay, so she's going out, but my point is, I wish they would give us a little bit more information, just because the more information we get, the better answer I can give rather than guessing. So we're assuming it's a girl going out with a guy and she doesn't know the signs of
It doesn't say what age.
And she wants to know if it's over. How does she tell if it's over? Okay, easy.
Right.
Which, by the way, we're not doing this for MTN Matchmaking, remember. We are doing this so everyone can be happy and feel loved and know every single one of you are getting love from us, okay? We love you all, and we thank you all for tuning in. And please ask questions directly to this. It really does make it a lot more fun. So, especially Leah, come on. Come up with a question for us, Leah. Okay, so there are some telltale signs that guys usually do when they found someone else or if they lost interest. And it sucks because I just kind of assumed, which I should not, because, you know, we've been matchmaking forever, Stacy. So some of the questions, you know, we just like going to a doctor and asking him something, you know, it seems simple that you would think everybody would know, but obviously that's not the case. Okay, so if all of a sudden he's breaking dates. Now, again, we haven't, during a pandemic, it's going to be harder. Oh my God, I just realized this poor girl, it's going to be harder. Now, don't allow him to take advantage of your kindness. For example, if he's working, if he's an essential worker and he's working, again, they're all working more than usual, so that's tough. Okay, so if he's working an exorbitant amount of time that he could have time to be with someone else, then there's some possibilities. If he's more concerned with his looks, that's a telltale sign. If he's very careful with his his phone and texting, say, for example, if he texts someone, if he walks out of the room to text someone, red flag. Now, I am a very, very, very big advocate on trusting people. If you can trust the person that you're with, you shouldn't be with them. So if you're married, your wife should never say, give me your phone. I want to read your text messages. That shows basically, you know what? I don't trust you, husband. What a shitty thing to say to a husband or say to a wife. So, you know, don't do that. You have to be able to trust in the person that you love. And if you don't, there's a red flag. And my philosophy is never live a life of misery, because there are so many single people out there. And through this pandemic, Stacy and I, because we're meeting so many more than usual, and we used to just kind of get most of the singles on Long Island anyway, you know, just because of things we won. But now it's a different ballgame. People that are lonely, they're right. Why are they calling more, Stacy? Because they're telling you, right? What are they usually saying, and why are there so many more of them?
Oh yeah, for that reason. If they're lonely, they're quarantined, they're not in their normal routine, so it's making them realize what they're missing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So just don't ever live a marriage of cheating or abuse. Never abuse, never verbal abuse. I can tell you, everyone, from experience personally and through my education, that verbal abuse is actually harder than physical abuse. Do you, Stacey, is that obvious to you? Because if it's obvious to you, I think people will find it obvious.
With working with clients, yes.
Oh, well, does everybody know why it's definitely harder, or should I just assume everyone knows that? What do you think? What do you think, peeps? Does anyone want me to go into why it's harder, verbal abuse? Leah's usually good for answering. So we'll give, Leah must be doing two things at once as
Probably.
she's doing this. Oh, Sean, nice Irish name.
I have a fun question.
Okay.
To get on a lighter topic.
Okay, but for that girl, those signs that I said, that will tell you that he probably is. And then at that point, you just say, I don't want to stay with someone that wants to be with me just because it's a pandemic. Life is too short. Okay? I'd rather be alone than in bad company or with someone that doesn't love me. And get the guy to step up to the plate and tell you the damn truth. So sometimes you just have to come out and ask, and they'll tell you. Sometimes they're just such wimps, cheaters, I mean. They're just such wimps that they're afraid to tell you. Get that blank out of here. Get out. Kick him out and find someone nice. Because all we have are 2,000 plus of the finest singles on Long Island. Okay, next question.
What is your favorite thing about matchmaking?
What's all these questions about me? I mean, I'm honored. Super happy. It makes me feel great because you know I love you all. You know that, and you know I love when you all tune in. Now remember, your privacy is protected when you tune in. So never feel like if you come on our Facebook Live that other people will see you. The only people that could see you are if you are a friend of mine and theirs. And that just means that person's on too. Okay, so just never worry about that. Just, I know I usually say it every time, but someone asked me about that today. They're like, how come I don't see anybody else? Well, we have it like that so people can feel comfortable in saying what their questions are and not have to worry about, oh my God, my friends, my best friends might see it. Oh, that's my man voice. That's my ex-husband's voice. What are you, nuts? Okay, it's Facebook Live Friday. Anything goes. Okay. Hey, Don. Oh, two Dons. That? Wait a minute. Let me put these. Oh, hey, Don. Yeah. Isn't that cool that there's two Dons right below each other? Okay. Next question.
Sure. Question. Hang on one second.
Look what I'm going to eat later. This is crack. Never done drugs in my life. Maybe marijuana a few times, but I don't like it. Makes me stupid and tired. So, is that you, Stacey, sighing?
What happened?
Is that
I can't find it. No, you know what? I'm clicking off because for me to keep up with the notes, right? I have to click on and off, and then I keep in another section of the notes of what has been written in. So it's just it was a little frustrating. Hang on 1 second.
Okay. So again, I've done pot a couple of times, and I don't like it. So I will probably, most likely, never smoke pot ever again in my life. Other than that, I have never done any other drugs. Never. Okay. I had a very strict Catholic mother, and I was quite frankly extremely afraid of her. In fact, I fear her to this day. So you'll never see me doing anything wrong at MTN Matchmaking because I know she's looking down on me from heaven and she keeps me on the straight and narrow. But anyway, just have to say, yeah, I gained so much weight. Oh my God, so much weight. And so many of the kids and my son is here. He said, "Oh, stop! No, you didn't." I'm like, really? So anyway, I know I have. It's because I was eating this every night as a snack. There's 48 grams of fat in it. If that isn't enough, sprinkles. After this, for my snack, I'm going to have this, and I'm going to have this for the last time because I am going to be officially Saturday. Oops. Oh, there's Stacy. The problem. Oh my God, my hair's so bad. Oh, plus I put coconut oil in it. By the way, if my colleague friend Karen, if she decides to tune in, the other day she did a video of putting coconut oil in her hair, and it looked great on her. But mine, horrible situation. All right, anyway, so I gained so much weight with that during the pandemic, and it's like crack. If I ever did drugs in my life, okay, I would imagine the best feeling must be if someone ever did crack. I don't think anyone would ever, hey, Eileen, how are you? I don't think anyone would be silly enough to admit that they've done drugs. But again, I for real never did. Never, never, never. So, Stacy again. Okay, we're back. Okay,
sorry.
that's okay. So, to me, that is what that would taste like. And it's my last day because it's Friday. And tomorrow, Saturday, I'm starting on that great diet with my health coach. So, ladies, who wants to join me? Doesn't matter where you live. If you want to lose, I lost 25 pounds in a month when I did this 6 to 8 months ago. And I got off it for such a stupid reason because it is so convenient. It's healthy food. I'll tell you all about it. Reach out to me if you want to do this with me because it'll be so much fun for us to do it together. I'm not a health coach, so I'm not going to be like selling you this, or I'm not going to be discussing this with you. You'll actually be discussing this with my health coach. But the fun thing is, I'm pretty sure that we will both be able to be on the phone if we want. Maybe you don't want me on the phone with you, or maybe, I don't know, it just got me thinking, if I kind of do it with a few of my peeps here, it'll be great, and it's only $13 a day. Don't just go to a website and guess what it is and think, oh, I can do it, because you're probably going to fail because you won't have a health coach, and that comes in with this for $13 a day. So I was literally paying about $100 a day during this pandemic, feeding myself and Ryan, because remember, I don't cook. So eating out and crack. They really should just call it crack. But anything with the word birthday cake, oh my God. So I'm going to need a lot of help from my health coach on how to get off sugar because I have a sugar addiction, definitely. But today will be my last day, and tomorrow and Sunday, you won't be seeing Facebook Live. Don't want you guys to get sick of MTN Matchmaking, but just remember we're here to spread love. So if you know anyone that is lonely or living alone, they don't have to be single. They just want love. They just want to have conversation, or maybe they just want to laugh or be silly or something like that. Share MTN Matchmaking's Facebook Live so that they know that they can tune in Monday through Friday, 2:30, and we will give them love. So that's why we're calling it Need Love, and that's what we're doing. But we're also answering dating questions too. So, Lewis, is this my favorite Jewish guy? Oh, no, sorry, Jewish jeweler. He calls himself that. That is funny. No, it's not him though. Too bad. Love this guy. Love this guy. He mentioned something like to be a great jeweler, you have to be Jewish or something. I never heard anything like that. But I do like jewelry, so I thought it was kind of cool. But it's a different Lewis. Hi, Lewis. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so Stacey, next question.
What do you most about matchmaking?
Okay. We both should answer this. Okay, what do we love most about matchmaking?
I don't mind.
God, there's so many
I love
things.
helping people.
Yes. Okay, so Stacey loves
And
helping
get the
people.
call that someone I signed up and someone I'm working with is happy and successful, and I'm told with someone else.
Okay. That's great. And that's why she's so great at what she does. I truly, as cliche as it sounds, I love what I do so much. That's why when people say, why do you work 7 days a week? Why do you, like, last night I wrote a newsletter. We've been sending out also, in addition to people, which more than ever want love now, and they're calling 516-444-2861 to find love. You can interview with us from your house. So much easier, okay? Then when it comes to matching, you don't have to worry, where do I have to go? You only have to look great from here up, okay? How great is that? So you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to worry, oh, where we're going to go for dinner, blah, 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 blah. So we are doing a lot of promotions with our own singles that are doing the virtual dating and so on. And everyone's having so much fun doing, hey, Kim, how are you? Great to see you. So we're doing a lot of things to make it really, really fun. So I think making people happy is what I like most. Helping people make them happy, because you might think people come in happy, stay happy, are successful, and are very happy. I wish that could be everyone. That's not everyone, because life is not perfect. We are not perfect. We're humans. We make mistakes. I make a million mistakes. But you know what? If I make a mistake, I'll say it. Right, Stacey? How many times do I say that?
Yeah, definitely.
And again, I don't know why I'm mentioning my mentor so much lately, but he said to me, if you have people and they say to you they never need your help and they're never making mistakes, then they're a liar. So, interesting. Okay, let me just see about Maureen. Oh, what's the question? Is it okay to have a type, or does that mean you're picky? No, Noreen. No. Okay. Unless you're in your 20s. Are you in your 20s, Noreen? The day you turn 30, your type goes out the window. You get to choose 5 things that are the most important for you. But just say you're a client of MTN Matchmaking, there are certain things that go into our screening process. For example, no felons. Everyone's a nice, decent, quality, positive person. Everyone's emotionally stable, financially stable, or very financially stable, or a celebrity on Long Island. And everyone is looking for a committed relationship. So you would never have to say, oh, I want those things. That's a given. Someone serious about finding love. That they want to commit a relationship. That's obvious. So there's so many things that, you know, but you're talking about a type. So we need compatibility and we need chemistry. We show photos to help with the chemistry department, but you cannot go by photos or even FaceTiming. Because FaceTiming, it takes a good 3 times of FaceTiming before you really know what the person likes and they're funny to you, blah, 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 blah. Okay? It's actually harder to date doing FaceTime rather than going out on a date. But not with our game situation, which we start on date 3. So to answer your question, you're not 30. I mean, you're older than 30. You can't have a type, but you can say 5 things that you want. So what are the 5 things that you want? And we go from there. By the way, anyone during this pandemic, the reason why, like at 3:30, we have our phone interviews. We are doing everything we can to make everyone happy, to help everyone find love. Wow, you look, I was going to curse. If I curse, Facebook Live will throw me off again, and I can't risk that anymore. And I only curse for fun. I think it's really fun to curse. I never curse in anger or anything like that. I just like being silly. That's it. And to me, cursing is fun. All right, so you look great. You can't have a type, though. You could either be single for the rest of your life and hold on to that type, and it will get harder and harder and harder every day for you to try to find that type, because you're getting every day older and older and older, and so are the men. And the men that might fit that type in your head might be on the outside world dating 20 years younger, if they're good looking. If they're in our program, our guys, they know they can go 10 years down. And our women are fine with that because they know our guys aren't the players. They know everyone's serious, blah, blah, blah. So what we're also doing is a crazy, amazing discount. So if you've ever wanted to hear information about being a part of MTN Matchmaking Long Island, now is the time to call, because we know, however financially stable people are now, no one is like rolling in money, unless in our celebrity program, that they would want to just throw money for themselves. Because it's hard, especially for women. And if we have kids, it's even harder to put ourselves first. That, oh my God, I need to find love. But again, is it hard for you when it's tax time to go to a good CPA? No. So you just have to think of it like that. Okay. So again, we are having the lowest prices of the year. Remember, we do this every December. We don't make any money on it. And truly, it's the lowest prices of the year, and it's our way of giving back. We're doing that, obviously, for the pandemic as well. Now, we also have a contest going on. If you know of a essential worker, we are giving away $50,000 of memberships to essential workers. So if any of you know an essential worker that is single and wants love, please email us at maureen@mtnmatchmaking.com and tell us their information and why they should win, and just put a picture, just some information about them, because we want to get to know them. We want to put the picture to the the personality and so on. And the sooner we get the amount for $50,000 worth, that's when we're going to announce it. And of course, some people can keep it private if they want. But if you know anyone, you have to nominate them. Okay. Did I cover everything, Stacy? Our lowest prices of the year, our contest. Did we cover everything?
We did.
Okay, let me see what Noreen says. Oh, she's so cute, Noreen. Should I private message you on Facebook for info? No. We both have 3:30 appointments of people that are calling in to join. People are basically calling in to join because it's the most affordable time. And I know you've passed our screening process because I know I've brought this up to you before. And then 4 o'clock, I have the next person. Stacy, do you think you'll be available at 4 or 4:30?
At 4, I could do 4:30. That's it. That's all I have today open.
Okay, Noreen, I need you to call 4 to 4:30. Do you have any preference, Stacy?
No.
Okay, so Noreen, anytime between 4 and 4:30, call. I'm going to put it in now. 516-444. Oops, nope, don't go by me. That's not right.
Should I play the song 4 by 5?
No, Alexa. I don't even know what that song is. Creepy Alexa. Stop listening to Facebook Live.
4 by 5?
No. However, can you play Meatloaf?
Should I play the song 4 by 5?
Okay, no, cancel. Sorry. I'll do that once we hang up. No, cancel. Okay. Okay, so Noreen, anytime at 4 p.m. Noreen, it's just, you're going to have so much fun. And Stacy, I would do it myself, but I already have something. But just remember, Noreen is my Facebook friend. So make sure she gets the ultimate special that we're doing. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
And Noreen, I'm assuming obviously you're ready for a committed relationship. Oh my God. So Stacy, the guy that we were talking about today might be perfect. I know he's new and we have 2,000 of the greatest clients, but we were just talking about a guy today who's 65, in great shape, and Stacy's his dating coach, and we were just saying how great he is. Imagine if that works out as a match.
That would be amazing.
Oh, here Brian tunes in. Brian tuning in so late, man. We started this at 2:30. I don't think we'll have time for us to do any Brian and Maureen bantering. All right, Brian, you wanna give me one shot? How about making fun of my hair? You could do that today because my hair looks a wreck. Oh, hi, Robert. He's a great guy, Robert. Okay, so Noreen, though, don't forget to call. And great, Rob. So Stacy's going to take great care of you. You're getting the ultimate. So you have no worries. And it really is so much easier now that we're doing virtual dating and the virtual interview. You don't have an excuse now saying, oh, I don't want to travel into Melville. Oh, I don't know if I'm available during that time. We made it so easy for you. So you are going to call Stacy, okay? Stacy knows what to do, and you're going to have fun. Does anybody have one last dating question? Because Stacy, have we gone through all of our dating questions?
Yes, we have.
Okay. All right. I have to get ready for my appointment now. That's calling in. And Brian doesn't seem to have a question or a comment or a criticism like today. Oh, I love that song, Dee Schneider. Anyone want to hear a funny tidbit? I love Dee Schneider. Do you remember when, hey, how are you? Brian, it's so great to see you. Now, Brian, you're a different Brian than my brother Brian that I might be bit. Okay. Here the banter starts. Gotta take out the glasses. Oh, and Leah is here. Okay. I'm enjoying the Texas sunshine. Okay, thanks. Well, it's always a sunny day in my world, as I always say. Hi, Brian. I just got here. Oh, yeah, patience. Okay. Yeah, we're almost done. Again, we've been spreading love all day. That's our job. Well, it's not really our job, but we love spreading love to anyone that needs it. So feel free to share our Facebook Lives because, again, remember, you're safe, your privacy is protected, okay? On what your end says is only if you have friends that are friends, okay? Like Leah and Brian. Oh, let's see what you said, Leah. And I've got to go to work. Okay. You work, Leah? I didn't know that. So if you're friends with your friends, you'll see them. If you're not, we see them. And then what you can also do too, some people like to know how many people watch it. For example, you can go back on Maureen Tara Nelson, and a lot of times we've been having the temp send it to MTN Matchmaking. And, it's always a few hundred people that tune in. But again, you're not going to ruin your privacy because, again, you only see the people that are up top that somehow during this time they are your Facebook friend. So no worries about if you want privacy. Not that being on the Facebook Live would mean anything, but I did in the beginning when I started this years ago. People did say, "Well, how do you make this more private?" So, okay. Oh, hi, Linda. How are you? Come on, man. Everyone's tuning in now that it's over. And again, 3:30. I have a phone appointment. Remember, appointments now, the free consultations are over the phone, and they're with our great quality clients. They're emotionally stable, financially stable, looking for a committed relationship. So they're calling in now rather than having to go to the office like they used to do. This is much easier. People are just more serious now. So it's easier for us. And now during the pandemic, people really, what we have found and what they're telling us is they do need love more than ever. And that's why we're doing the Facebook Live Monday through Friday. Can't read this, Dex. Okay, so how many people are watching this? Okay, so there are 7 people that have watched this. There are 23 comments, okay? They are your friend, the people. Now, great that you are always you're so sweet, Brian. Well, again, you're the best. You know, I think that. And we do Facebook Live every day, 2:30, to spread love. No one should be alone in their house feeling isolated on Long Island. Well, you could live anywhere to have this, but if you live on Long Island, I've been matchmaking on Long Island for 19 years. I will not allow anyone, especially if you're single, to be isolated at home and lonely and in need of some love. So if you know anybody that has that, tell them, tune in to Maureen Tara Nelson. I'm Stacy. That's Stacy. Every day. I'm just saying how we're doing this every day, 2:30, Monday through Friday. Okay. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Brian, I'm going to give you a screenshot after, Brother Brian. And everyone have the best Friday ever. Good luck, Noreen, and we'll be in touch later. Thank you, Brian, and all of you. It's so nice that we see all the likes popping up and stuff. And remember, you guys don't see that. We see it. You don't. You only see your friends. Okay. Would you like to say goodbye, Stacy?
Goodbye. Pleasure as always. Have a great weekend. Happy, safe, and spread the love.
Spread the love. That is our focus during this pandemic. We are here for you. And have a great weekend. And we'll all see you on Monday. Or feel free to call us if you are ready for a committed relationship. Because once, really the nice thing, what people have already started with this is, you will get to a point way sooner than you would on the outside world of being able to be with that person and share time with that person. And I know you might not have thought of that, but that's probably one of the best parts of MTN Matchmaking, because we're doing the compatibility and the chemistry. So just keep your eye on that. And we'll all get through this. We're going to get through it together. We are all here for you. Hey, Russell. And again, have the best weekend, everybody, from MTN Matchmaking. Bye.